To start a buy-to-let company in the UK with settled status, you need to follow certain legal steps and prepare key documents. Here's a list of the primary legal documents and requirements to set up a buy-to-let property business. 1. Business incorporation documents. To start a company in the UK, you'll need to incorporate it. The most common type of company for property investment is a private limited company, limited. The key documents for incorporation are: 1. Memorandum of Association. A legal statement signed by all initial shareholders or guarantors agreeing to form the company. 2. Articles of Association. Rules about how the company will be run. 2. You can use standard articles, model articles, or draft your own. 3. Certificate of Incorporation. Issued by Companies House upon successful registration. 4. Form IN01. This form is used to provide details like company name, address, directors, and shareholders during the registration process. 2. Shareholders Agreement, optional. If your company will have multiple shareholders, e.g., if you're partnering with others, it's advisable to have a shareholders agreement in place. This document outlines the rights and responsibilities of the shareholders, profit distribution, and how disputes will be handled. 3. Directors' documents. 1. Proof of identity. As a director with settled status, you will need to provide proof of identity, passport, driving license, etc. 2. Proof of address. Utility bills or bank statements can be used to verify your address. 3. Directors' Service Agreement. Though optional, this document can formalize the directors' roles and responsibilities within the company. 4. Business bank account. You'll need to open a separate business bank account for the company to manage finances, including rental income and property expenses. 5. Tax registration. 1. Company tax registration. Register your company with HMRC for corporation tax. 2. VAT registration, optional. If you expect the company to have annual revenue over the VAT threshold, £85,000, or if you wish to reclaim VAT on business expenses, register for VAT. 3. Pay registration. If your company has employees, even directors taking a salary, you'll need to register for pay as you earn. 6. Property purchase and financing documents. 1. Proof of funds. Evidence of the source of funds for purchasing properties, savings, loans, etc. 2. Buy-to-let mortgage agreement. If financing through a mortgage, you'll need an agreement from a buy-to-let mortgage lender. 3. Personal guarantee. For loans, lenders may ask for a personal guarantee if the company is new and has no credit history. 7. Property management legal documents. 1. Tenancy agreements, assured short-hold tenancy, legally binding contracts between you, the landlord, and your tenants. 2. Deposit Protection Scheme, DPS, registration. You must protect your tenants' deposits in an approved deposit protection scheme within 30 days of receipt. 3. Energy Performance Certificate, EPC, required by law before renting out properties. 4. Gas Safety Certificate, required if the property has any gas appliances. 5. Electrical Safety Certificate, ensures electrical systems in the property meet safety standards. 8. Insurance policies. 1. Landlord insurance. You'll need specific landlord insurance to cover the property and liabilities as a rental business. 2. Buildings insurance. This is typically required by lenders if you have a mortgage on the property. 3. Public liability insurance. Protects against claims from third parties, e.g., tenants or visitors, for accidents that occur on the property. 9. Property licensing. Depending on the local council's rules, you may need a landlord license or a house in multiple occupation, HMO, license if you're renting to multiple tenants. 10. Tax planning and advice. 1. Company accounts. You'll need to prepare annual accounts for submission to HMRC and Companies House. 1. An accountant can help with this. 2. Self-assessment registration. Directors must usually file an annual self-assessment tax return. 11. Anti-money laundering (AML) compliance. If you engage in high-value property transactions over €10,000, you may need to comply with AML regulations, including reporting suspicious activity. Additional considerations. 1. Licensing for rental property. Depending on the area and the type of tenants, some local councils may require additional landlord licenses. 2. Right to rent checks. As a landlord, you must check if tenants have the legal right to rent in the UK. Having these documents prepared will allow you to set up and run a buy-to-let company legally and efficiently. Consulting a solicitor or property accountant will also help ensure compliance with specific laws and regulations.